Hey everyone, welcome to my After Effects tutorial. Today we're going to create web design animation with After Effects, a beginner's guide. Open After Effects and go to the project panel. Create a new composition. Change the comp name to the main render. Preset custom. Width 1920, height 1080. Set the duration time to 20 seconds and click OK. Today we're going to work with this folder called Tutorial. I will give you my free download project file link only on my Patreon website. And make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Now let's start creating a new solid background. Right-click here to create a new solid. Change the solid name to BG. Make comp size and click OK. Again, go to the effects and presets. Type fill, drag and drop on the solid layer. Set the solid color to Caribbean green. Now, go to the project panel. Search for the asset's PNG image. Drag and drop on the timeline and adjust a few settings. Now select both images. Right-click to pre-compose. Change the pre-comp name to Coco. Now double-click to open the composition. Change the composition width settings to 1600. Now let's start creating shadows. First, let me create a new white solid background and adjust the orientation of the image. Now go to the effect and presets and type drop shadows. Drag and drop on the layer and adjust a few settings. Direction 180 degrees, distance 79, and softness 600. Again, go to the menu, select an ellipse tool, set the fill option to a solid color, and stroke option to none. Draw the ellipse shape to something like this. Now search for the effect called Fastbox Blur on the effect and presets. Drag and drop on the shape layer and adjust a few settings. Set blur radius to 140, blur dimensions to horizontal, and iterations to 1 or 2. And again, search for the camera lens blur. Again, set the blur radius to 55 or 45. Roundness to 29. Aspect ratio to 6.1. Rename the shape layer to shadows and adjust a few settings. Press T to open the opacity and reduce the shadow opacity to 70. Now you can delete the white solid layer. Again, go to the effect and presets. Type curves, drag and drop on the layer, and adjust the curves to something like this. Again, drag and drop the curves on the other image layer, and adjust the color channels to something like this. Step 2 to animate the text and icons. Select the T icon on the menu bar. Type Coco. I am using Gotham bold font. Quickly, I will arrange the text and the icons as shown. Now select all text and icons. Press P to open the position property and create a keyframe. Go at 1 second. Again, create a keyframe. Go at the first frame. Change the Y position value to something like this. Select all keyframes. Press F9 to easy ease. Open the graph editor and change the graph value to something like this. Now again, press P and Shift T to the open position and the opacity property. Create a keyframe on opacity. Go at 1 second. Again, create a keyframe. Go at the first frame. Set opacity amount to 0. Again, select all keyframes, and again you can press F9, easy ease them, and change the graph value as shown. You can do the same process for the Coco image. Hit the spacebar button to preview. Now let us animate these 2 arrow icons. It's simple and easy. Select both arrow layers. Press P to open position. Create a keyframe. Go forward 1 second. Again, create a keyframe. Again, go at the first frame. Change the X position value to something like this. And again, go at 2 seconds. Copy the first keyframe and paste at 2 seconds. Select all keyframes. Press F9 to easy ease and adjust the graph value to something like this. Hold Alt and move the keyframes backward to adjust the duration. Now hold Alt and click on the position stopwatch icon to open the expression. Type loop out, open and close parenthesis. Do the same for the other arrow layer. As you can see, we created a looping animation for the arrow layers. Now let's start creating a click touch animation. It's a very simple animation. Select the right arrow, press Ctrl or Command D to duplicate the layer. Now at 4 seconds, press S to open the scale property. Create a keyframe. Go forward 10 frames. Again, create a keyframe. And again, go forward 10 frames. Create a keyframe. Now at the middle keyframe, change the scale value to 26. Again, press T to open the opacity. Reduce the opacity amount to 50. Now you can preview this. It looks like a click touch animation. And make sure to easy ease the keyframes and change the graph value also. Third step is to create a prototype animation. First, select arrow icons. Press T to open opacity. Go at 4 seconds 10 frames. Create a keyframe. Move forward 10 frames. Again, create a keyframe. Now change the opacity amount to 0 and adjust the duration. Now select the Coco comp. Click here on the 3D icon. Press R and Shift P to open orientation and position. Now create a new keyframe. Go forward 20 frames. Again, create a keyframe. Now change the Z position value to something like this. And again, change the X position value to something like this. Select both keyframes. Press F9 to easy ease, and change the graph value also. If you preview this, it's like prototype animation. And make sure to adjust the duration. Now go to the project panel, search for the product image, drag and drop on the timeline, and adjust a few settings. Press S to open the scale property and adjust the scale value to 74. Now move the layer to something like here. Now type any text you want. I am going to type smoothie chocolate. I am using Cedric Demo font. You can download any from the website. Again, I will duplicate the text layer, and I will type chocolate and adjust a few settings. Now go to the Effect and Presets and type Tracker. Select Decrease Tracking, drag and drop on the text layers. Again, select both text layers and press U to open only keyframes. Select both keyframes, press F9 to easy ease, and adjust the graph value. Again, select both text layers, press P, create a keyframe, and go forward 20 frames. Create a keyframe. At the first keyframe, change the X position value to something like this. Do the same for the opacity also. Select all keyframes, press F9 to easy ease, and change the graph value also. Move the opacity keyframe somewhere like a few frames backward. Do the same position animation for the product image also. Hit the spacebar button to preview the entire project. I hope you all enjoyed my After Effects tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next tutorial. Stay tuned. Thank you.